Waiting me that, nothing I can't do for my baby, my baby.
Hey guys, I'm Pebble O back again with another episode on Pebble Opinion. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing the Big Brother Naija Awards, Big Brother Naija Lockdown Awards. If you remember a few weeks, I think a week before this new season started, in July, I did the Big Brother Naija Pepe Dem Awards, which was last season's awards. You can check them out. So today I'm going to be doing this season's awards. You know that the season is coming to an end on Sunday, and on Sunday we're going to see who gets to walk away with the grand prize, you know, as the winner of Big Brother Naija. I cannot wait. But today I have 13 categories. So some categories are going to have 3 nominees, some 4 nominees, some are going to have just 1 nominee, meaning the winner is obvious. You know, that person had no competition in that category. So let's start off the Big Brother Naija Awards with me, Pebble O, and let's see what our first category is. Most strategic housemate. The first nominee is Brighto. So Brighto, because Brighto in the house, he had this way of planting ideas into people's heads, like how he used to do with Kidwaya, like how he did with Kidwaya and Praise. Like he basically sort of like, you know, planted ideas about Praise into Kidwaya's head. Kidwaya already had issues with Praise, but Brighto made it even worse, you know, and he did it with quite a few people. And I remember Tochi saying that he noticed that Brighto is actually quite strategic in the house, but he said that after he left the house. So this is why Brighto is one of the nominees. Let's see who the second nominee is. Nengi. So Nengi, because Nengi, the way she just, like, she was quite flirtatious, especially in the first 2 weeks. Like, she had this way of, you know, luring the guys, like attracting the guys to her, you know. And she knew what she was doing, and it worked for her in the end because most of the guys actually liked her. But she ended up, you know, with Ozo, who was chasing her the whole show until the last minute he left the house. So that's why she made this category. That's why she's a nominee. The third housemate is Tricky T, because Tricky T never got into a fight with anyone. He always knew not to fight with anyone, not to get into a conflict with anyone, and he actually tried to befriend everybody in the house. And I remember Brighto once said that to Big Brother, that he feels like this guy tries to befriend, you know, everybody. So that was quite strategic, and in the end it worked for him because most of the housemates, well, most of the times that he was up, he was saved by the housemates, you know. So, and he actually went far because of that. So his strategy of getting closer to everybody and not being in conflict with anybody actually worked for him. So let's see who the winner of this category of most strategic housemate is. The winner is Nengi. So the winner is Nengi because Nengi, out of all 3 of the other nominees on this category, she's the one that actually stayed the longest in the house. She's still in the house right now. She's in the top 5, you know. So she actually, you know, her strategy worked for her. So that's why she walks away as the season's most strategic housemate. So let's check out the second category. The second one is most unpredictable housemate. Kaisha, you know. Kaisha, nobody, not the viewers, not the housemates, nobody could figure out Kaisha in the house, not even Big Brother, you know, because Kaisha sometimes was on, sometimes was off, you know. We never really knew where her head was at, you know, so she was quite unpredictable, you know. The next thing, she's not talking to Brighto during the day, but then at night, she's in Brighto's bed saying that she finds peace in Brighto's bed. So she was quite weird and just like strange, but in an interesting way. So, and she was unpredictable, so that's why she's one of the 3 nominees of the most unpredictable housemates. Let's check out the third. Oh, the second nominee is Nengi. Nengi's the second nominee, again, you know, because, you know, Nengi, you never knew which guy she wanted, you know. The first week, Nengi chose Watoni to be her deputy head of house. After 2 weeks, she's not talking to Watoni, she's not friends with Watoni, she's trying to get with Prince, but then at the same time, she's flirting with Kidwaya, and then there's also, so she was quite, you know, unpredictable in the house. So let's see who the other nominee is. The other nominee is Brighto, you know. Brighto was quite unpredictable in the house because first of all, we couldn't figure out, you know, what he was thinking, you know, because he had this blank face, you know, he's just like, you can't read him, you know. We never knew who she wanted. There was a point where people thought that, no, he's so interested in Dorothy. Some people thought, no, he actually wants Helen Badge. Others were like, no, he actually wants our Tony, you know. So he was not easy to read. That's why he's one of the nominees under the category of most unpredictable housemate. So let's see who the winner is. The winner is Brighto. So Brighto actually ended up with the winner of the most unpredictable housemate in the house. And the nice thing about Brighto is we didn't see him coming. In the first few weeks, you know, nobody actually cared about him. But then, you know, as the weeks went by, he became quite interesting and quite intriguing, you know. So that's why he is this season's most unpredictable housemate. Moving on to the third category. Best dancer. Praise and Neo, of course, as well as Prince. Now these three, we all know how they used to rock the party. Even in the house, whenever there was a dance task, everybody hoped that at least they have either Prince or Praise or who's the other one, Neo, in the group, because they know that they are the dancers in the house. They're the kings of the dance floor in the house. So let's check out who walks away as this season's best dancer. And the winner is Prince. You know, Prince wins, but, you know, and I think that he won because, like, he's got this chilled manner, you know, like, he's so composed in the way he just moves, you know. I mean, the other two guys have energy as well, but then the way he's just, like, lit about it, you know, I thought he was the smoothest. Out of all three, they're all dope. All three of them are very dope, but I feel like Praise was just, like, you know, smoother with it. So let's check out the next category right here on the BBNaija Awards. Best ship in the house, Neo and V, as well as Brighto and Watoni, and Kid Wire and Erica. So we have Neo and V, who are the longest lasting relationship in the house. I think they were the first ones to start and they're the last ones standing, because both of them are in the finale, the only surviving couple, imagine. And then the second one, we have Brighto and Watoni. They only hooked up, you know, 2 weeks before they left the house, you know, but I think they had absolutely, like, the most cutest moments out of all the housemates in the house, out of all the relationships in the house. I thought they were the most cutest. And then the third relationship in the house is Kid Wire and Erica, Kid Rika, as they are known. I think this is, like, the biggest ship in the house, you know. So yeah, man. Unfortunately, Erica got disqualified, but I know that Kid Wire got evicted 2 weeks ago, but they're still together right now outside the house. So yeah, let's see who the winner is. Who is the best relationship in the house? And the winner is Neo and V. The reason why I chose Neo and V is because I feel like they were the first ones to meet, and there's been so many they've been through so many ups and downs. They fought over food, over, I think there was a time they fought over Kaisha, I'm not sure, but they always, you know, end up getting back together. They've broken up so many times, but they end up getting back together. We don't know if they will last outside the house, but the fact that they're the only surviving couple, the first ones to hook up and the last couple standing in the top 5, I guess that's why they are this season's best ship. So let's check out the next category without wasting any more time. Most complicated relationship. Prince and Tolani Baj. We all know how the relationship was complicated. You know, Tolani and Prince, you know, there was a time they fought because Tolani felt like Prince wants Nengi and Watoni, and then Tolani felt like, no, you can't have them because I'm going to have you in this house no matter what. So the relationship felt like forced. It felt militant, you know, so there was always arguments, breakups. By the time Tolani left the house, I think they were going through a breakup or something. So it was quite complicated. And then the other complicated relationship is Ozone, Nengi and Ozo. We all know how Nengi just played Ozo throughout the whole game, you know. That's why they are number 2 under this category of the most complicated relationship. So let's see who the winner is of the most complicated relationship. It's Ozo and Nengi, because Nengi managed to play Ozo until the end, and now she's in the finale, you know, so that was very complicated. I don't think Ozo and Nengi ever kissed or anything. I don't know if they shared a bed in the head of house because they had to, because, you know, it's part of the rules in the house. You have to share the bed with the deputy head of house, you know. But otherwise, it's like she led him on, but then when he comes, she's just like pushing him away. So it was just like very complicated. So that's why they are the winners of this season's most complicated relationship. Moving on to the next category right here on the Big Brother Naija Awards with me, Pebble O. Love triangles. Now the first love triangle is between Nengi and Ozo, as well as Dorothy. And then the second triangle is between, is the one that I just talked about now, Prince and Tolani Baj, as well as Watoni. We know that there was a time that Tolani and Watoni were not on speaking terms because Tolani felt like Watoni wants her man, you know, so it was just like a mess in the house. And then, yeah, the other triangle, the third triangle that we had towards the end was Dorothy again with Brighto and Watoni. We all know how that ended up. You know, Brighto and Watoni ended up getting evicted and now they're still together. But then Dorothy is in the top 5. So let's see who the winner of the most, the love triangle is. Love triangle. The winner is Brighto, Watoni, as well as Dorothy. I think the reason I say they're the winners is because they had a very peaceful triangle, you know. They never fought. There was a time where Watoni and Dorothy even got together to talk about it, but there was never like a cat fight, you know, and Brighto handled it quite well, you know. So there was no bad blood or beef between the girls or between Brighto and the girls, so they handled it quite well, you know. It was quite a decent love triangle, I must say, and that's why this season's best love triangle is between Brighto, Watoni, as well as Dorothy. Moving on to the next category, let's check out what it is. Best head of house, Nengi. And remember that Nengi was the first head of house, first and last head of house. Girl power right there. Nengi is one of the best head of house nominees. And then the other one is Lucy, who was the second female head of house. And the third one was Ozo, who was, I think most people in the house actually preferred Ozo. Like, he had like the most peaceful regime or like time in the house, you know. The time that he was head of house, it was quite organized, quite peaceful, you know, and most of the housemates said that he's quite approachable, you know, and he's a problem solver. So, you know, so let's check out who the winner of the best head of house is. And the winner is Ozo, because like I just said, he was like the most composed, the most friendliest, the most approachable in the house, and he made sure that he won all his tasks. He was always organized, and yeah, best head of house for this season goes to Ozo, according to me, Pebble O, right here on Pebble Opinion. Worst head of house, Erica. See now, and I chose this photo on purpose because this is when Erica started behaving like this. Like the first time she became head of house, like she just switched. She flipped on everybody. She just became something else, you know, like a darker side of her just like emerged out of nowhere. It was quite shocking. Like she was just like this the whole week. She's just like, I don't know what was happening with her, but she fought with almost everyone that week. She fought with Lucy, she fought with Brighto, I don't remember who else, you know, but she was quite in a mood, in a bad mood. So she's the only nominee under worst head of house, because it was quite appalling and shocking to see her behave the way she was behaving. But it was quite entertaining. So like I said, the winner of worst head of house is Erica. So let's move on to the next category right here on Pebble Opinion. Fight of the season. Ooh. The first fight is between Erica. Erica was problematic, guys. Between Erica and Watoni when they were fighting over Kidwaya. But they said that it wasn't over Kidwaya, but we all know that it was because of Kidwaya. And then the second fight that we had in the house that I thought stood out was between Nengi and Lucy. Yeah, these people had like a long-standing fight. Lucy felt like Nengi was using her assets, her body, to attract the guys to her, and then she felt like she doesn't have enough depth, you know. And it was just like a never-ending fight between them. They never became friends, and I think that they made peace with that. But I think when Lucy got evicted, they were actually quite decent with each other, but they knew that they'd never become friends. And then the other fight that we had in the house, a long-standing fight between best friends who became just like enemies. These two were like the closest friends in the house until Laycon decided that, you know, he likes Erica, and then he applied pressure, and then Erica was with Kidwaya, so it was just like a mess in the house, and then they ended up having one of the worst fights in the house, you know. So let's see who the winner of fight of the season is. The winners are Erica and Laycon. Okay, so that was the fight. I think that was the final fight between Erica and Laycon. They had many fights, but in most cases it was Erica fighting Laycon, and calling him names. It was just like a mess, until she finally got disqualified. So those are the winners of fight of the season. It's Erica and Laycon. Now moving on to the next category. This is Lord of the Memes. The people who gave us, the housemates that gave us the most memes in the house. So let's check out the nominees. Prince. And these are one of the memes that he gave us in the house. So the first nominee is Prince. Look at that. And then the second one is Dorothy. She gave us, yay, Dorothy. And then the other nominee is Brighto, of course. Brighto gave us a lot of memes. I think somebody was saying that the only reason Brighto lasted as long as he did in the house is because of the memes that he gave Twitter. And I must agree. That's part of the reason why he lasted that long. And then the other nominee is, of course, Erica. You grumpy memes, grumpy fighting. Just look at her. She's just like, yay. And then this was the cutest one. I like this one the best. And then the other one is Kid Wire. Yes, Kid Wire. Gave us a lot of memes as well. This is my most favorite one with Laycon. So the winner of Lord of the Memes is Dorothy. I think this was the best meme that we got out of this season, and I like the color, I just like everything about it, it's like she knew what she was doing, but clearly she didn't know. She was just reacting to something that was being said in the house. So she is the Lord of the Memes of this season of Big Brother Naija Lockdown. Moving on to the next category right here. Most stylish housemate. We only have one nominee, and that is Neo. He's one nominee, and of course he is the winner, and I thought he was most stylish, and clothes looked so good on him, and even if he was dressing himself, or whether he got clothes from Big, like here he was dressed by himself. This is not one of the clothes that he got from Big Brother. He dressed himself, and he always looked like dapper, like he's got so much swag and style, so that's why he is the most stylish housemate of the season of Big Brother Naija Lockdown, and that is Neo. Moving on to the next category, resident head bitch. Woo! Tolani Baj. Remember the first fight that Tolani had with Katrina? Like, that's when I knew that this girl is just like, a bitch. I can't put it in any nicer way. And then we also have, V, and the other nominee is Katrina, who unfortunately got evicted in the first week. She even called herself boss lady, but because she was quite feisty and she knew it and she embraced it. So let's see who the resident head bitch of the season is. V, because the way V made sure that she got Neo, and she made sure that Neo doesn't get closer to any girl. And there was a time that she said that Neo can kiss any girl during the truth or dare game, but she's like, but you know that you're gonna end up in bed with me, So she was just like, and the way she just handled Ebuka that time when he was asking her about Erica, like she's like upfront and she's not scared of anything. So that's why she's this season's resident head bitch. Moving on to the next category right here on the BBNaija Awards, best sismans in the house, girls who were best friends in the house. First we have Lucy as well as Katrina. We know that they were best friends in the house, as well as Tolani Baj and Watoni, and Tolani Baj again with Erica. So let's see who the winner of best sismans is. It's Tolani Baj and Watoni, because even like they had a fight. They started out as friends in the house, and then they had a fight, and then they made up, and they became even better friends after that, And you remember that there were times that Tolani intervened between the disagreements between Brighto and Watoni, and she's just like, she was a great friend to both Watoni and Brighto, and that's why these two win sismans of the season. Moving on to the next category, and this is bromance of the season, best bromance. We have Tochi and Kidwaya, as well as Neo and Ozo. I didn't see that one coming. As well as Kidwaya again with Brighto. And the winner of best bromance is Brighto and Kidwaya. I think they had the best relationship in the house. Nobody saw it coming. People were just shocked about it. Some people were saying that Brighto's only with Kidwaya because he wants to get information. And I'm just like, these two actually genuinely like each other. So that's why they are the winners of best bromance for the season of Big Brother Naija Lockdown. Moving on to the next category, life of the party. Woo! Tolani Baj, of course. Tolani Baj always killed it on Saturdays. Brighto killed it at the Saturday parties. Erica, of course. Erica killed it with Tolani Baj. Neo, energy on 100, as well as Prince, smooth but killing it. Praise, of course, energy. And the winner of Life of the Party is these three. I have three winners for this category: Praise, Neo, as well as Prince. I thought they were kings of the dance floor and they absolutely killed it. So to end off today's awards ceremony with me, Pebble, I'm going to be playing a few videos of them, you know, getting down at the Saturday Night Live parties. Let's check it out.
You don't do.
Check out how Prince, like I've been saying how smooth he was on the dance floor, and this is why I said that. Check this out. Oh my god, and that was Neo right here, you know, Drip Lord killing it on the dance floor, on and off the dance floor. He was always just killing it, guys. So that's how you come to the end of this season's Big Brother Naija Awards with me, Pebble O, right here on Pebble Opinion. And that's what I thought about that, you know, and I hope that you enjoyed that. I think this is my last post about Big Brother Naija. No, I'm wrong. I'm gonna come back again after they announce the winner on Sunday, and I can't wait for that. But for now though, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, Pebble Opinion. But for now though, I'm Pebble O, and I hope that you enjoyed that, and I'll be seeing you next time.